What's going on, guys? Bullet at the shop. Just wanted to show you a little bit on the Monte Carlo, what we're doing today. I took and stripped this whole rubber around the deck lid and stuff hits down. It's not that bad, but it's aggravating to get that stuff out. But of course I gotta blow it off and finish grinding and sanding and stuff. But there's a few little holes starting right here. A little bit right there is kind of messy, and up through here. But I figured I'd get into more detail than that when I get the floor pans for the trunk pans. This side's pretty good, pretty solid all the way across it. But yeah, basically I just used my screwdriver and a little grinder here to get down in that groove. But it's not real bad. It's pretty fair. But yeah, like I said, it's got a couple pinholes in it. That one's I know it probably looks big on camera, but it's probably about maybe 3/8 of an inch. So, and the metal's still pretty hard, so I may be able to just weld them in and go from there. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, it's getting there little by little. It's looking like a Monte Carlo again. Still got this door jamb and the hinges. These hinges are in pretty rough shape, but all in all, they cleaned up real good. I cleaned one of the passenger sides, and but yeah, get my shadow out the way so you can see it. It's not too bad. It's got a little bit of rust right there in the corner, but I took a screwdriver to it, and it just looks like maybe just a little surface and a lot of debris buildup, basically. But it's pitted a little bit, but other than that, it's still solid. But I got to put floor pans in it. I'm gonna put a complete floor pan in it. Excuse me. And put the trunk pan in it. But this is one of the hinges I started working on yesterday. It actually come out pretty good. It's a little pitted right there, but it's still good and solid. I mean, you could see the metal. It's good and solid. Yeah. But yeah, it's getting there. But like I said, once I get these all stripped out and primed in, then I'll scuff them up. And I got a gallon of sealer, and I'll seal it real good, and then I can get my doors and deck lid and hood and all that stuff done. Spray them probably at the same time I spray these jambs up, and go from there. This is the door jamb that David's already done. I think I may have already showed you this. But he's got it down to the metal, looking good. Looks real good. David done this probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. All in all, I've been working on this project for 3 months. And it's came a long way. If I hadn't have done all this customization, but I figured you know, since I'm going to be doing it, that I may as well change it around a little bit, you know. And it being so rotted out and rusted out and stuff, you know, like I said, it needs to be restored. But Pops is going to have fun with it, I hope. But here's the front end, guys. Me and David worked on this for about an hour yesterday, finished it up on that side. We made this plate for it. It's just a little mock-up plate, like the back plate back there over the vents. And this is how this turned out. I actually took a cardboard plate and laid it up behind the fender, and put all this in behind it. But yeah, you can see it was hard to weld into that fender because it was just so rotten. But I did the best I could with it, and it's pretty damn solid now. It's not moving, and I got it all the way down. And hold on one second, I'll get the headlight cover. All right, guys, got the headlight cover here. I put this brace in there because it was so eat out. I just wanted some more support. I got David to put those pop rivets in just to hold it after he grinded it and pop riveted that piece in for me, and we cut it out to fit. It actually goes in behind that fender. Got a little 1/4-inch screw right there that we had as a little guide like. But yeah, all that's looking pretty good. I know that's some bubble gum looking welding, but I don't know what's going on with my welder. It's a piece of crap. Time for a new one. Let me put this in place. Let's see if I can figure it out here. Alright, you can see this eat out just a little bit, but that's nothing. I mean, that's just easy. That's body work. Body work's the easiest thing you can do to a car. But yeah. And see, you won't be able to see none of that what I done back in behind it. And if you hold it up, the gap is perfect all the way up it and all the way across it. But yeah, the holes and everything still line up behind it. You can actually see the hole behind it way back there. Barely, but. And I got this one with a plate welded in behind it, so that you can actually put that screw into the metal that I put behind it, because that whole bracket was rotted off. But yeah, once the headlight buckets is in it, the trim rings are on it, and it's bolted all back in, you'll never know all that stuff is behind it. But I think it's looking good. Y'all tell me what you think. Like I said, these are just some mock-up pieces of aluminum we're just trying out, experimenting with. And I think it'll match the car pretty good. We're still figuring out this piece here, but it's coming along. Coming along pretty nice. This side, I did some adjustments on it. Got it fitting real good. Kind of hard to hold this camera and do this too. It's got a little line, 2 little line-up pins, and a bolt up top. Let me see. All right, my bolt's clear, and there's my pin on the top, and there it went. All right, so that matches as good as the other side, and it's not quite as rusty under there, not as bad, but yeah, it's coming along. Look at that fender mark. And if I shut the hood, well, let me move this stuff back here. I was messing with some glass cleaner to see how it worked, and turned out pretty good. It's called Sprayway. My buddy at Peepaw's Garage told me and David about that, and David picked up some of it. But it does work really good, real good. That's nice. But yeah. All right, if I shut the hood, See, it's sticking over just a little bit, so I got to back that hood up. Got to back the hood up about, I'd say about 1/8 of an inch. Maybe a quarter, just to give it a little gap. But the rest of the hood gap, and this is a tilt front end too. Check out the rest of that gap all the way down it. All the way down. I mean, of course, we ain't even adjusted the hood yet. It's just there. We just stuck it back on like the factory had it. See how close the hood is here now. And it's dead on it right there. So it needs to go back. Go back just a little teeny bit. But yeah, it's looking good. I wish the grill hadn't have been torn up in it. My dad used to keep it locked with a chain and a lock up under it. And somebody tried to break into it probably, I don't know, about 25, 30 years ago. It's been forever and a day. But yeah, they tried to get into it and see what was under it. And my dad was just trying to protect what was his, you know. He didn't want nobody to steal that carburetor. All of his buddies and everybody he knew wanted that carburetor, that old carburetor. And now that carburetor's like freaking crazy. I think they want like $4 grand for that damn thing on eBay. And then it needs to be built. Yeah. But alright guys, that's gonna do it on this one. And hopefully we'll get some body work done here shortly. I'm still waiting on a bunch of parts to come for it, for the engine assembly and transmission stuff and all kind of stuff like that. But all right guys, hope y'all had a good holiday, and please like, share, subscribe, hit that big thumbs up and that bell, and I'll be back with you in just a few days. Peace out everybody. Later.